Imagine a place on Earth where reality starts to feel like a glitch, mountains that look like they're melting into the sky, villages hanging off cliffs like they're defying gravity, and landscapes so surreal they seem more like dreams than destinations. These are not scenes from a movie. These are real places, hidden, extreme, and almost impossible to believe. In the next few moments, we're stepping into the unknown, exploring corners of the world where nature breaks its own rules, and where every view makes you question what's real and what is. Life flows gently along the shores of Lake Lucerne. It is a shimmering jewel cradled by the surrounding mountains. Here, waters reflect not only the changing sky, they also reflect the profound history that threads through this Swiss town. Lucerne's cobblestone streets whisper tales of medieval times. Wooden bridges lead to vibrant marketplaces. The echoes of horse-drawn carriages can still be felt in the cobbled stones. The chapel bridge is adorned with captivating frescoes. It stands as the oldest wooden bridge in Europe. This bridge has witnessed centuries of change. Constructed in the 14th century, it connects the past and the present seamlessly. As the sun rises, early morning light dances off the lake. It illuminates the intricate details of the bridge. This creates a living diorama of history. Adjacent to it, the water tower silently guards the stories of Lucerne. Once a prison and treasury, it embodies the spirit of resilience. This spirit has shaped this region. Lucerne is more than a town, it is a vibrant cultural hub. Every August, the streets pulse with the sound of music. This happens during the Lucerne Festival. Classical compositions reverberate through the air. This celebration of sound attracts talents and enthusiasts from around the globe. It breathes life into the communal spirit of the town. Despite its small size, Lucerne boasts the Swiss Museum of Transport. This museum is a comprehensive showcase of the history of mobility. It reveals that even the pursuit of innovation has a local heart. Incredibly, Lucerne's own Pilatus offers a panoramic view. This mountain is famous for its cogwheel railway. The view stretches to the shores of distant lakes. A hike so revered it beckons visitors year-round. As twilight descends, the lake glistens under a myriad of stars. The surrounding peaks watch over a town that has harmonized with nature and history. Lucerne reminds us that beauty is not merely in grandeur. It lies in the stories, the connections, and the everyday moments that stir the soul. Fangshan Mountain is a rugged ascent on the outskirts of Beijing. It is more than a mere landform. It is a canvas painted by the relentless forces of geology and time. Composed primarily of granite, its ancient origins can be traced back over 500 million years. This staggering timeline tells stories of continental drift and volcanic fury. Layers of history intertwine within its steep cliffs and dense foliage. The mountain is a testament to nature's artistry and endurance. Above them, mist clings to rocky outcrops. This lends an otherworldly quality to the landscape. Hidden deep within Fangshan lies the enchanting Shijingshan Peak. This is the site of a once grand temple complex. Now it is a ghost of human ambition intertwined with nature's reclamation. During the fall, this peak transforms into a cascading wave of crimson and gold. Leaves surrender to the pull of autumn. This site beckons photographers and wanderers alike. Fangshan is also home to mysterious rock formations. One of these is the enigmatic Thousand Buddha Cliff. Here, carven sculptures dating back to the Tang dynasty invite exploration. Few know that the mountain is interlaced with several ancient trails. These trails were once trodden by scholars and monks seeking enlightenment. As the sun sets, shadows envelop the twisting paths. This invites introspection in a space that cradles echoes of history. It is a place of spirituality and nature's grandeur. Here, where the earthly and the ethereal mate. Fangshan Mountain remains a living testament to resilience. It urges us to listen to the layers of our own existence. Matterhorn, a name that resonates in the hearts of climbers, nature enthusiasts, and those enchanted by the Alps. Towering at 14,692 feet, its distinct pyramid shape pierces the sky. This mountain is not merely a geological formation. It serves as a beacon of adventure and challenge, drawing individuals from around the globe. The Matterhorn is a symbol. It represents the spirit of exploration and the human drive to conquer the peaks of nature. Its first ascent in 1865 marked a significant moment in mountaineering history. Yet the mountain has claimed its fair share of lives. More than 500 people have lost their lives in pursuit of its summit. This duality, both allure and peril, defines its character. It imbues the Matterhorn with a sense of both mystique and respect. Surrounding the Matterhorn, the quaint village of Zermatt remains car-free. It is a sanctuary of tranquility nestled at the base of the mountain. This is a place where the charm of Swiss architecture meets breathtaking views. Traditions find their roots amid modern sensibilities. The village was once known primarily as a base for summer herding. Now it thrives as a hub for skiing, hiking, and tourism. Over 4,000 visitors flock to witness its annual festivals. In winter, the slope transforms into a glistening expanse of white. Skiers weave through the trees. In summer, hikers traverse trails that lead to panoramic vistas. Each step reveals a new aspect of nature's grandeur. Even the fauna respects the mountain. Ibex and chamois navigate its rocky edges, displaying an intimate bond with this formidable landscape. But perhaps the most surprising aspect of the Matterhorn lies in its art. The mountain has inspired countless artists, photographers, and writers. Each interprets its presence in unique ways. It has adorned postcards and paintings, capturing hearts and minds long after the journey has ended. And so, the Matterhorn endures. It is eternally etched into the fabric of the earth, a silent guardian of dreams and aspirations. Tiantai Mountain waterfall crashes down with a fervor that draws visitors from near and far. Its sound echoes like thunder through the verdant valley. This heralds a rare fusion of power and grace. Born from relentless rainfall and snowmelt, this waterfall is not just a spectacular sight. It is a continuous sculptor of the land. It reshapes the rocky canvas upon which it cascades. Its waters plunge over 300 feet. They transform into a veil of mist that shrouds the surrounding foliage. This creates a refreshing microclimate in its wake. As sunlight filters through the treetops, prismatic rainbows often dance at the base. They enchant spectators. Incredibly, this waterfall pulses with life. Endemic species thrive in the damp environment. This illustrates the complex web of life supported by its rushing waters. Yet this extraordinary force is not merely a natural phenomenon. It carries tales of ancient cultures. Remnants of old pathways adorn its steep slopes. These were previously trodden by those who sought solace in its beauty. What's surprising is that during the dry season, the waterfall maintains a steady trickle. Its character shifts with the seasons. It glistens like liquid glass in the heat of summer. The surrounding cliffs, carved by time, reveal layers of sediment. These layers tell stories from epochs long past. Each visit to Tiantai Mountain waterfall is not simply an escape to nature. It is an invitation to connect with the rhythms of the earth itself. Here, the world slows down. It urges a moment of reflection amid nature's roar. Beneath the sun's gentle caress, Arosa unfolds like a hidden gem tucked away in the upper reaches of the Graubünden canton. This charming village sits at an altitude of 5,800 feet. It invites exploration through its winding trails that whisper secrets of the past. Originally a sanctuary for herders, Arosa transformed into a quaint health resort. It offers respite for those seeking recovery from ailments. Here, the crisp mountain air has long been known to invigorate the body and spirit, making each breath feel like a step towards vitality. As winter blankets the landscape, Arosa dons its coat of silvery snow. It reveals a playground for skiing enthusiasts and families alike. The slopes cradle dreams of powdery descents and laughter, echoing against the backdrop of towering peaks. But beyond the slopes lies an unexpected treasure. Arosa is home to the world's only regionally recognized species of marmots. They thrive in a habitat that perfectly balances solitude and community. Their presence reminds visitors that life flourishes in the most unexpected corners of the earth. In summer, the landscape turns into a vibrant tapestry, with lush meadows dotted by wildflowers dancing in the wind. Hikers ascend trails that meander through emerald forests, leading them to hidden lakes that reflect the azure sky. Here, locals share stories of a time when horse-drawn carriages ruled the roads. The village echoed with the laughter of children playing outside until dusk. Arosa's heart beats in rhythm with the seasons. It is an ever-changing narrative that honors both tradition and the natural world. Despite its idyllic charm, Arosa holds its mysteries close. The whispers of the past linger in the wooden chalets, where the echoes of artisans crafting their wares can almost be heard. Each corner of this village is a reminder that nature and humanity coexist in delicate harmony, inviting one to pause, breathe, and listen. Arosa is more than a destination, it is a sanctuary, a canvas painted by time where every moment invites reflection. Here, the mountains draw us in. They weave us into their story, urging us to linger just a little longer. Redstone Forest stretches across an expanse where time has sculpted beauty from what was once a barren wilderness. This unique natural wonder is the only red carbonate stone forest on the planet. It owes its existence to the Ordovician period, a geological narrative etched in the Earth's layers. Unlike its Danxia counterparts, redstone is characterized by its vibrant hue. This hue is forged through an intricate dance of iron oxidation, sunlight, and relentless elements. Visitors are guided through narrow corridors carved from ancient stone. They trace the fossilized waves that whisper stories of eons past. Beyond the striking colors that shift with the weather, an unexpected transformation occurs. In sunlight, a brilliant crimson emerges. Under heavy clouds, a deep purplish hue prevails. During rain, it turns nearly obsidian, showcasing nature's brushstrokes at each moment. Beneath the surface, every footstep resonates with history. This forest isn't merely a collection of stones, it's a living timeline. It captures the essence of the planet's climatic and geological shifts. Surprising to some, the forest is home to rare flora that thrive in the unique mineral-rich soil. These species are found nowhere else on Earth. Amidst this breathtaking landscape, a hidden phenomenon awaits. The stone corridors echo with a surprising tranquility. They invite a rare connection between visitor and stone. This is a communion of silence within the chaotic tapestry of nature. The extraordinary interplay of light, mineral, and time irrevocably imprints upon the soul. In Redstone Forest, the past and the present converge. They etch a story that whispers eternal truths. Skeleton Coast, Namibia. There are coastlines. And then there is Skeleton Coast, one of the most desolate, hauntingly beautiful, and lethally unforgiving stretches of shoreline anywhere on the planet. A place where two of Earth's most extreme environments, the hyperarid Namib Desert and the freezing South Atlantic Ocean, collide in a landscape of savage, spectacular contradiction. The Skeleton Coast stretches for nearly 500 kilometers along the northwestern edge of Namibia. It was named with grim accuracy for the whale and seal bones that once littered its beaches in the age of industrial whaling, and for the thousands of shipwrecks that have piled up along its treacherous shores over the centuries. The currents here are among the most dangerous in the world. The Benguela Current drives cold Antarctic water northward along the coast, creating dense, blinding fog that rolls in from the sea with almost no warning and can reduce visibility to near zero within minutes. Countless ships, navigating by dead reckoning through the fog, have been driven into the shallows and destroyed. Their rusting hulks still lie there today, some half buried in advancing sand dunes, others resting almost intact on the beach, as if the sea simply placed them there and walked away. The dunes of the Skeleton Coast are extraordinary in themselves. Some rise to over 300 feet, rust-red, iron-barren mountains of sand that plunge directly into the surf without so much as a strip of beach between them. The boundary here between desert and ocean is not gradual. It is absolute. One step you are in the world's oldest desert, the next you are in the ocean, and yet, against every expectation, life thrives here. The same Benguela Current that wrecks ships also drives an upwelling of cold, nutrient-rich water from the deep ocean, one of the most productive marine environments on Earth. The ocean is teeming with fish, squid, and marine mammals. Massive Cape fur seal colonies, some containing hundreds of thousands of individuals, pack the beaches in dense, roaring, pungent masses. Brown hyenas and black-backed jackals prowl the shoreline, scavenging seal pups and any marine creature the tide deposits. And most remarkably of all, desert-adapted elephants range through this landscape, the only elephants on Earth that have evolved to survive in true desert conditions, capable of going 5 days without water. Covering distances of up to 70 kilometers a day in search of the underground springs and isolated riverbeds where moisture can be found. The mist that rolls in from the Benguela also sustains a remarkable community of fog-adapted organisms, insects that harvest moisture from the air. Lichens that cling to the rocks in dense, colorful crusts, welwitschia plants that live for 2,000 years without significant rainfall, drawing all their water from the coastal fog alone. This is a coast of death and abundance, desolation and life, a place where the contradiction is the entire point, beautiful, brutal, unlike anywhere else. Rhine Falls is a natural spectacle that mesmerizes all who behold it. It thunders with an unstoppable force, plunging into the depths below. This massive cascade is the largest in Europe by volume. It is an extraordinary intersection of land and water, sculpted over millennia by the relentless energy of the Rhine River. Its origins date back to the last ice age. Glaciers carved a path through the earth, leaving behind this roaring testament to nature's will. As water cascades over ancient rocks, it creates a tantalizing interplay of light and mist. This dance captivates visitors from near and far. The sheer power of the falls can be felt through vibrations in the air. It serves as a sensory reminder of nature's raw vitality. Tourists flock from around the globe, drawn not only by the roar of the water, but also by the serene surroundings. Verdant greenery and rugged cliffs embrace the falls. Nearby, the charming town of Schaffhausen offers glimpses of Swiss heritage. Narrow streets weave through medieval architecture, providing a striking contrast to the tumultuous waters. Contrary to expectations, Rhine Falls is not merely about spectacle. It holds ecological significance as well. Home to unique species of fish that navigate its turbulent currents. The area thrives with life both above and below the surface. And yet, it is the tales of history that weave through these waters. They flow like the very currents themselves, once used as a natural barrier, and later a source of hydroelectric power. The falls have played an integral role in shaping the region's identity. Surprisingly, in the 19th century, an ambitious local entrepreneur sought to harness its might. He built a dam that stands today, a reminder of mankind's ongoing dance with nature's forces. As the sun sets, casting hues of orange and gold across the rushing water, one cannot help but feel a connection to the Earth's primal energy. Rhine Falls is more than a waterfall. It is nature's heartbeat echoing through time. It invites all to witness its unyielding rhythm. The Guozigui Bridge gracefully arcs over the roaring currents of the Yilong River. It connects two steep canyon walls. It exists not merely as a passageway. It serves as an interaction between human ingenuity and a rugged landscape. Built with high-strength concrete and a steel superstructure, this bridge is designed to withstand relentless forces of nature. From torrential rains to seismic tremors, it showcases cutting-edge techniques developed for high-altitude construction. Remarkably, Guozigui is more than just a structural wonder. It possesses a dual identity. The bridge is also an ecological corridor. It allows wildlife to traverse the valley safely. This is a critical lifeline in a fragmented habitat. As one traverses its length, the views transform, presenting a vivid tapestry of ochre rocks, dense forests, and the glinting surface of the water below. Eagles cast sharp shadows over the rippling currents. Surprisingly, this engineering structure is not only a conduit for vehicles. It also accommodates pedestrians, offering breathtaking viewpoints along its span. The bridge even features spaces for local artisans. It intertwines their crafts with the presence of modern engineering. As twilight descends, the bridge's intricate shadow dances across the canyon. It is a symbol of human aspiration against the forces of nature. Guozigui Bridge embodies the harmony that can exist when humanity meets wilderness head-on. It challenges the boundaries of what is possible, while remaining anchored to the earth below. Blausee is a crystalline lake in the heart of the Bernese Oberland. It invites exploration with its azure waters. The deep shade of the water changes with the sun's passage. The lake teems with life all around. Ancient pine trees encircle the lake. Their reflections ripple upon the surface. This creates an impression of both serenity and mystery. This enchanting destination is steeped in local folklore. It has captured the imaginations of those who wander its trails. Visitors are drawn into its serene embrace. Blausee was formed by glacial activity over thousands of years. It exists as a sanctuary for various plant and animal species. Some of these species are unique to this region. The air is filled with the soft rustle of leaves. This is punctuated by the occasional call of a distant bird. Fishermen cast their lines into the water. They anticipate the thrill of a bite from the trout. Families stroll along the well-maintained paths. Children's laughter echoes through the trees. The lake is not just a visual delight, it holds a story. Local lore tells of a young girl and her love for a prince. Her love led her to the lake's depths. She is forever entwined with its waters. This tale of love and loss adds romantic nostalgia. It enchants all who hear it. Surprisingly, this hidden gem offers tranquil beauty. It also provides the chance to spot a rare white fish. This fish is known as the Blausee whitefish. It is an endangered species found nowhere else. During winter, the lake transforms completely. Its surface ices over and is blanketed by snow. The world becomes silent in this season. The scenery is painted in hues of white and blue. It offers a peaceful respite from daily life. Yet beneath this icy facade, life persists. The lake remains a vital resource for the ecosystem. As daylight fades, the surface reflects the colors of the setting sun. A stillness blankets the area as night approaches. Here, time feels suspended in a gentle embrace. It is a reminder of nature's enduring rhythm. It urges us to pause, breathe, and simply be. A fortress of stories, Chateau de Chillon rests elegantly on the shores of Lake Geneva. Its stone walls reflect centuries of history and the whispers of time. With origins dating back to the 12th century, this enchanting castle served as a strategic stronghold. It balanced power and trade, while also housing the dreams and struggles of those who walked its halls. A blend of architectural styles, from the robust Romanesque to the delicate Gothic, invites curiosity at every turn. Each room is a canvas that unfolds the tale of a bygone era. As the sun casts its golden rays upon the castle, visitors are drawn to its enchanting courtyards. These courtyards are adorned with ivy-clad towers and age-old battlements. The lake, a serene companion, mirrors the surrounding Alps. This creates an eternal dance of nature and heritage. This harmonious relationship has inspired artists and poets. It has also graced the pages of literary giants, including Lord Byron. He immortalized the imprisoned prisoner of Chillon in verse. Within its embrace, secrets linger in the dungeons. Here, echoes of the past resonate with every footstep. The legend of Francois de Bonnevard unfolds in these dungeons. He was a monk imprisoned for his political beliefs. This story captivates the imagination of all who learn about his plight. The castle bears witness to countless generations. It embodies a spirit that bridges the realms of history and legend. Visitors are often surprised to find that Chateau de Chillon is not just a relic of the past. It remains a vibrant cultural hub. Art exhibitions and concerts breathe new life into its ancient walls. These events invite a dialogue between history and modernity. Each summer, the Festival of the Lake transforms the surroundings. Music and light intertwine, crafting a new narrative atop the enduring stories of its stones. Chateau de Chillon endures as a timeless sentinel. It invites all to journey through its corridors. Here, history lives and breathes. Every stone has a story, and every visit ignites a new understanding of our shared past. '99 Li Hot Waterfall is an extraordinary phenomenon. Hot waters cascade over expansive rock faces. The temperature is approximately 104 degrees Fahrenheit. This remarkable sight defies conventional expectations of hot springs. Instead, it presents a waterfall that tumbles 650 feet wide. It transforms the valley floor into a misty sanctuary. Geological compositions here tell a story. Calcium carbonate, shaped over millennia, forms the cliff. This cliff sustains this unique flow. Sunlight plays upon the water. It casts shimmering reflections that animate the scene. The scene dances in a vivid display. What surprises many is the absence of sulfuric odors. The water is pristine and crystal clear. It invites even the thirstiest souls to taste its purity. This is beneath the thundering falls. Additionally, the cliffs cradle a series of natural infinity pools. Their existence owes to erosion and mineral buildup. This is a rare sight where nature's artistry continues to evolve. The surrounding landscape is equally captivating. Terraced formations appear almost sculpted. They echo a silent symphony of geological time. As the day progresses, the colors of minerals shift dramatically. Hues range from soft pastels to deep, rich tones. These colors evoke ancient stories of the Earth's formation. At night, under a celestial tapestry, the waterfall gleams. It shines in the moonlight, merging with starlit reflections. This is a moment that transcends the ordinary. 99 Li embodies not merely a destination. It represents a dialogue between water, stone, and time. Every drop carries the whispers of ages past. The Landwasser Viaduct emerges as a striking example of engineering and beauty intertwined. This monumental structure is a defining feature of the Rhine Railway in Switzerland. It spans 142 meters across the river below, gracefully curving to embrace its surroundings. Built between 1901 and 1903, it seamlessly blends with the rugged landscape. The viaduct showcases both human ingenuity and the raw power of nature. A railway line thriving at an elevation of 1,065 meters transports travelers through the stunning Graubünden region. Every journey offers an unfolding tapestry of alpine vistas. Each arch of the viaduct tells a story, marking the journey from one era to another. Constructed using limestone from the nearby quarries, its pale stone contrasts beautifully against the deep green of the forest. The viaduct's design reflects the era's advancements, a synthesis of functionality and grace. It allows the trains to navigate the steep terrain with unrivaled elegance. As trains traverse this bridge, the rhythm of the wheels clattering against the tracks resonates through the valley. It creates a symphony of movement, underscored by the rushing waters of the Landwasser River below. Ingenious engineering techniques were employed. Workers secured the foundations deep into the mountain. More than just a means of transportation, the viaduct has become a cherished symbol of alpine heritage. It connects communities and supports tourism as thousands flock to witness its grandeur. Surprisingly, the viaduct was built with wood scaffolding, an ingenious choice. This allowed for the swift assembly of its arches. To further emphasize its historic importance, Landwasser Viaduct is not just a picturesque backdrop. It has earned a place on the UNESCO World Heritage List, reinforcing its significance in the story of rail travel. As the sun sets over the mountains, casting a golden hue on its stone, The Landwasser Viaduct stands not merely as a bridge, but as a bridge to the past. It whispers tales of travelers and adventures long since embarked upon. Tao Xiao unfolds as one of China's most enigmatic geological formations. It is a realm where nature defies conventional logic. This vast expanse is characterized by a jarring landscape of warped terrain. It features an intricately woven chaos where sharp limestone pinnacles sprout like sentinels from the earth. Beneath fluctuating weather patterns, the scenery shifts dramatically. This draws curious eyes into a deceptive dance of shadows and light. The site exists due to a complex interplay of geological forces. These include sedimentary deposition and tectonic upheaval. They sculpted its peculiar features over millions of years. A surprising fact lurks within its depths. Within the basin-shaped valley, visitors find themselves encased by tens of thousands of conical peaks. This creates an almost claustrophobic, yet awe-inspiring enclosure. Another twist in this narrative is the altitude's influence on climate. Dense clouds form and dissipate, often cascading over the cliffs. They flow like ethereal waterfalls, further enhancing the surreal quality of this landscape. A final peculiarity is Tao Xiao's geological layers. They are a chronicle of time, each stratum revealing clues about Earth's turbulent past. Access to a panoramic viewpoint comes after an invigorating climb. This climb takes roughly 30 minutes and offers a rewarding view. It juxtaposes human effort against the sprawling artistry of nature. This extraordinary sight remains a gateway to both visceral beauty and haunting isolation. Here, the boundary between reality and dream blurs. It invites exploration into the depths of the unknown. In the end, the questions linger. What stories lie hidden within this warped landscape, waiting to be uncovered? Oeschinensee is a glacial lake carved by the ancient forces of nature. It invites those seeking a refuge into its tranquil embrace. With crystal waters reflecting soaring peaks, the lake exists as a timeless reminder. It showcases the Earth's profound beauty and resilience. Formed around 12,000 years ago during the last ice age, it occupies a basin surrounded by rugged cliffs. These cliffs cradle the turquoise waters, a vibrant jewel amidst the gray of granite. Surrounded by lush meadows, the gentle hum of wildflowers sways in the breeze. Every step towards the shore feels like a descent into a dream. The area supports diverse wildlife, with ibex and marmots often spotted amongst the rocky landscapes. Unique to this region, the lake's altitude is over 4,000 feet. This altitude contributes to the clarity of its waters. It makes Oeschinensee a favored destination for fishing enthusiasts. They seek trout beneath the glassy surface. Visitors often arrive via a scenic cable car. This grants them views of the changing seasons. Each turn reveals a new palette. You can see the vibrant greens of summer, the fiery hues of autumn, and the pristine snow blanket of winter. Oeschinensee is not just a feast for the eyes. It is a sanctuary for the spirit. The sound of nature envelops you. It is a symphony of rustling leaves and distant waterfalls. These sounds keenly punctuate the silence. Few know that Oeschinensee is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is included as part of the Jungfraujoch region. This region is recognized for its distinctive mountain scenery and geological significance. The area attracts adventurers. They come from hikers tracing its winding trails, to those who embrace the chill of winter. They venture onto its frozen surface for skating. As the sun sets, the lake's waters shift in color. It becomes an ever-changing canvas that invites reflection. Here, where silence reigns and nature speaks volumes, one can't help but feel a deep connection to the earth. It is a reminder that tranquility can be found in nature's embrace. This tranquility is waiting for those who seek it. Longgu Mountain Cliff is a geological wonder sculpted by time. It presents a dramatic vertical drop exceeding 3,900 feet. This creates an abrupt transition from lush green plateau to a seemingly endless void. This sheer cliff is not merely a backdrop of nature. It embodies the raw forces of tectonic shifts that have shaped this landscape over eons. The cliff functions as a colossal barrier. It forces moist winds from the surrounding valleys to rise. This results in dense clouds that cascade over its edge like a silken curtain. These clouds cloak the area in a spectral haze. Few realize that the cliff structure is a composite of various rock layers. These layers reveal a history of geological upheaval. The presence of eroded calcified formations hints at a vibrant past. Ancient waters once shaped the land here. Seasonal changes further alter the cliff's appearance. In winter, ice formations cling to its face. Summer reveals lush vegetation flourishing in pockets where sunlight finds purchase. An extraordinary feature lies in the unique ecological niches formed in this extreme altitude. Isolated flora and fauna, adapted to the harsh conditions, thrive here. This makes it a site of biodiversity. Longgu Mountain Cliff remains relatively obscure. It is a secret hidden among the more frequented sites of Sichuan. This offers an untouched glimpse into a world that feels untouched by time. Here, at the precipice of life and obscurity, the boundary is thin. Yet the experience is profound. It encapsulates the tension between existence and the abyss. It evokes the eternal question of what lies beyond. Bishui Lake unfolds as a spectral realm. Soft whispers of turquoise embrace the shores. It is a canvas painted by nature itself. Here, the peculiar phenomenon of karst topography elevates the landscape. It becomes a tapestry of undulating hills and dramatic cliffs. These features are silent witnesses to the ages of erosion. They shaped this aquatic jewel. Enclosed within the embrace of the southern China Mountains, Bishui Lake is fed by subterranean springs. Their sources are hidden from view. These springs send crystalline waters cascading into the basin. They endlessly replenish its depths. What sets the lake apart is not just its color. The color shifts like a chameleon under the gaze of the sun. It also changes with the caress of the wind. The geology beneath is equally fascinating. The limestone bedrock is rich in minerals. It imbues the water with its striking hue. The light plays with the water in ways that dazzle observers. In spring, cherry blossoms frame the water's edge. Their gentle petals dance upon the surface. Migratory birds pass overhead. Their calls weave into the symphony of nature. Surrounding the lake is a delicate ecosystem. It is home to rare species that find refuge here. Tales of a hidden underwater cave persist. This cave is rumored to connect to ancient networks of rivers. Its depths remain yet unexplored. As the day wanes and dusk descends, the lake transforms, taking on hues of deep indigo. It becomes a mirror reflecting both the sky and the soul. In this quiet sanctuary, the line between earth and water blurs. It reveals that beauty can exist in serene isolation. This beauty is far from the clamor of the world. The Western Ghats are an ancient mountain range. They stretch along India's western coast. This range pulses with life and complexity. Formed over 150 million years ago, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It serves as a vital lifeline for the region's biodiversity. The rains flow down its verdant slopes. They feed countless rivers and nurture lush forests. These forests teem with endemic wildlife. Here, species found nowhere else on Earth flourish. The Nilgiri tar and the lion-tailed macaque thrive. They hide among dense canopies out of sight. Yet the Ghats are not merely a sanctuary. They are a cultural tapestry woven through millennia. They cradle ancient villages in their embrace. The rhythm of daily life intertwines with monsoon winds. Every drop of rain carries whispered tales of generations. Surprisingly, the Western Ghats house more than 7,400 species. These include flowering plants and 139 mammal species. This makes it one of the world's 8 hottest hotspots. Amidst the cacophony of life, the Ghats remind us of time's passage. Their geology reveals layers of history. These layers are shaped by tectonic forces and climate. Each stratum is a chapter in the Earth story. The air carries a symphony of sounds. You can hear the calls of birds and rustling leaves. Distant waterfalls cascade down rocky cliffs. Each moment here feels suspended in the dance of nature. It reminds us that we are part of this living tapestry. The Western Ghats stand not merely as mountains. They are a vibrant testament to beauty and fragility. They showcase our world's ecosystems. Jiuzhaigou is a stunning intertwining of nature and time. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that embodies the essence of Sichuan's ethereal beauty. Formed through centuries of geological upheaval, this valley's unique karst topography has sculpted an intricate maze of pools. It features waterfalls and vibrant forests. Water, rich in minerals, flows over travertine terraces. This colors the landscape in deep cerulean and jade hues. Each season paints a strikingly different canvas. Autumn's golden foliage contrasts sharply with winter's stillness. Snow blankets the ever-flowing waters. Notably, the valley is home to the 118-foot Nuorelang Waterfall. It is the widest in China, cascading over layers of travertine rock. Here, the sound of rushing water fills the air. It harmonizes with the tranquility of the surrounding pine forests. Beyond aesthetics, Jiuzhaigou's biodiversity is striking. It hosts over 140 species of birds and numerous rare plants. Some of these plants are found nowhere else on Earth. Even more surprising is the presence of Tibetan communities within the area. Ancient customs meld with the natural rhythm of the land. Their vibrant culture adds depth to the valley's narrative. It reveals the intertwined histories of humanity and nature. As the sun sets, it casts long shadows across the shimmering lakes. Jiuzhaigou transforms into a serene mosaic of colors. This underscores a universe in constant flux, yet beautifully articulated. Here, life and landscape coalesce. It reminds all who visit that the extraordinary emerges not only from the earth. It also comes from the stories we weave alongside it. High above the canyon floor, Angel's Landing commands both awe and terror. This is no ordinary hike. It is a test of nerve, a gamble against gravity. The thin line between life and death stretches perilously along narrow ridges. Towering monoliths flank the trail, ancient sentinels that have witnessed countless climbers facing their fears. Each step forward is a dance with danger. Sheer drops on either side threaten to swallow the unwary. The route takes you through switchbacks, up 1,488 feet of elevation gain. Each twist reveals more of the breathtaking landscape below. One mistake can lead to disaster. The wind whispers warnings as you ascend the final stretch. This is an exposed chain section that forces you to confront both beauty and danger. They collide in this vivid panorama. You may feel disbelief wash over you as you grasp the chains. You pull yourself up the steep rock face, knowing that hundreds have stood where you are now. Some have left their mark in ways they never intended. Angel's Landing is more than just a hike. It's an experience that tests human limits. Over 300,000 brave souls attempt this journey each year. Yet few know that it was once a sacred site for indigenous peoples. It was a place of spiritual significance that now draws thrill-seekers from around the world. Here, the unforgiving cliffs tell stories of resilience and peril. As the sun sets, casting an ethereal glow, even the most hardened adventurers feel a shiver of reverence. This is a reminder that in nature's embrace, nothing is guaranteed. The Shexian Terraces are a striking example of ancient agricultural ingenuity. They rise gracefully over 1,000 years of history, formed from the interlocking efforts of countless farmers. These cascading fields cling to the hillside like delicate layers of green silk. Built primarily from sandstone and clay, the terraces minimize soil erosion and manage water runoff efficiently. This allows rice and other crops to flourish in an otherwise challenging environment. The site's existence is a response to the steepness of the land. It serves both practical needs and cultural significance. Each terrace bears witness to the adaptive spirit of its makers. The patterns reflect the cadence of generations who have turned adversity into a thriving livelihood. Visitors can see evidence of intricate irrigation systems that still function. These channels are designed to guide water flow precisely where it's needed. Surprising to many is the diverse ecosystem thriving within the terraces. Numerous bird species nest in the nooks formed by the steps. The varying altitudes create microclimates that support a range of plants and wildlife. As for the surrounding landscape, it offers a profound sense of connection. Here, human endeavor meets nature's artistry in seamless harmony. Despite modern advancements, these terraces continue to be cultivated using age-old methods. These methods have been handed down through family lines. They maintain a cultural legacy that resonates deeply. In Shexian, the harmony between tradition and landscape unfolds. This reminds us that enduring beauty is often born of resilience. A world where heaven brushes against earth unfolds at Lushan Mountain. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site steeped in history and spirituality. This sanctuary has long been a pilgrimage destination for scholars, poets, and seekers. Its landscapes echo with the whispers of ancient wisdom. Enveloping a staggering 302 square kilometers, Lushan is not merely a mountain. It is a cradle of culture, where the ideals of Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism intertwine seamlessly. Here, the scenery shifts dramatically. One moment, thick fog drapes the valleys, creating an ethereal tableau. The next, sunlight breaks through, illuminating vibrant flora and cascading waterfalls. These waterfalls sing an eternal lullaby. Lushan, often translated as the Mountain of Five Ridges, is dotted with historic architecture. This includes ancient temples and the intriguing Hanpo Pavilion. The pavilion is celebrated for its poetic inspiration throughout the ages. Yet beneath its picturesque facade lies a wealth of surprises. Lushan is home to the world's largest peach blossom tree. This tree is a living symbol of resilience and beauty. Legend speaks of a tree that held the heart of a celestial maiden. This tree heralds spring each year and inspires countless tales. Additionally, the mountain's varied climate fosters diverse ecosystems. Unique species thrive here, from rare butterflies to cherished medicinal herbs. As you traverse its trails, the air thickens with stories trapped in the mist. You might stumble upon the remnants of a grand imperial villa. This villa is a testament to the mountain's attraction for the elite during the Qing dynasty. This mountain has seen emperors, revolutionaries, and visionaries. Each has left an indelible mark on its history. Through the shifting fog and vibrant colors, Lushan becomes a spiritual retreat. It beckons the weary soul. Here, every step transforms into a journey toward inner peace and enlightenment. Will you find your place among the whispers of the ancients? The silent echoes of Lushan invite you to explore those intimate connections that transcend time. Namso Lake is the highest saltwater lake on Earth. It stretches across the Tibetan Plateau. This is a paradox of nature where saline waters reflect an unyielding sky. Fed by melting glaciers, this vast body of water thrives in a closed geological basin. It is a landscape sculpted by relentless evaporation and centuries of mineral accumulation. Here, under the watchful gaze of snow-capped peaks, the turquoise surface teems with life. Though harsh conditions limit human presence, the lake's allure lies not only in its beauty. It also has cultural resonance. White yaks draped in colorful bells dot the shoreline. They create an unexpected harmony between fauna and the ethereal waters. Along the perimeter, two natural limestone pillars rise. Locals revere them as guardians of love. They are adorned with prayer scarves, whispering silent prayers into the breeze. Pilgrimages around the lake occur every 12 years. This event draws hundreds of thousands. They encounter a fusion of spirituality and nature amidst high-altitude challenges. Surprisingly, the lake is a tactical location for scientists studying climate change. It provides insight into the Earth's delicate balance within a unique saline environment. Due to its elevation, Namso Lake experiences weather phenomena that rarely occur elsewhere. These include sudden snowstorms juxtaposed against sunlit skies. As the sun dips below the horizon, the lake transforms. Light reflects off its surface, creating a canvas that shifts with every passing moment. This echoes the transient nature of existence itself. At an altitude of 11,332 feet, Jungfraujoch emerges as a confluence of nature's artistry and human ingenuity. It is often referred to as the top of Europe. This alpine wonderland is not merely a destination. It is a hub of activity where soaring peaks meet boundless horizons. A colossal glacier blankets the landscape, a silent witness to time. It shapes the very essence of this extraordinary place. The journey to Jungfraujoch unfolds like a well-crafted tale. Trains serpentine through emerald valleys and craggy cliffs. The scenery shifts from gentle meadows to rugged mountain terrain. This railway journey, the Jungfrau Railway, is an engineering feat. It was completed in 1912 and connects visitors to the highest railway station in Europe. Such a triumph of human effort cuts through thick ice. It allows access to a world otherwise concealed in snow. Once there, visitors find themselves enveloped by a panorama of peaks. These include the Eiger, Mönch, and Jungfrau, each a jewel in the crown of the Bernese Alps. The Aletsch Glacier sprawls below, Europe's largest glacier. It extends over 14 miles. Here one can witness not just the stillness of nature. There is also a dynamic environment where climate change draws scrutiny. This fragility serves as a potent reminder of our planet's shifting equilibrium. Surprising is the fact that a small yet bustling marketplace exists at this lofty elevation. Sellers offer donuts and Swiss chocolate, creating a delightful contrast to the icy backdrop. The ice palace, carved into the glacier, invites exploration. It features intricate sculptures that sparkle under the soft glow of LED lights. This transforms ice into art. Jungfraujoch is more than a mere intersection of peaks. It is a celebration of nature's extremes and humanity's relentless pursuit of connection. As visitors gaze upon the grand expanse, they are reminded of this high-altitude sanctuary. It is not only a destination, but an experience. It is an invitation to pause, reflect, and breathe in the crisp, alpine air. In this place, the mountains whisper stories of ancient times. They urge all who visit to listen closely. Niube Mountain, often referred to as Cow Nose Mountain, emerges from the rugged Yangtze River basin. It captivates the imagination with its distinctive shape that resembles a cow's head. This unique geological formation owes its existence to a complex interplay of erosional forces. These forces have carved limestone over millions of years. The mountain's intriguing topography is characterized by steep cliffs and lush valleys. It unfolds a landscape that changes with the seasons. Layers of sedimentary history are embedded in its rock. Notably, Niube Mountain is a member of the famed Wuling mountain range. Here, biodiversity flourishes amid the steep elevations. Rare species of flora and fauna thrive here. This includes the elusive Chinese giant salamander. It is known to take refuge in its cool streams. Visitors can explore a network of ancient trails. These trails weave through dense forests. The air is rich with the scent of pine and damp earth. They lead to panoramic viewpoints. An unusual feature of this region is the presence of vibrant limestone caves. Here, elaborate stalactite formations drip like ancient chandeliers. They illuminate the dark recesses with reflections that dance in quiet pools. Moreover, local folklore tells of a heroic cow. This cow guides lost travelers to safety. It entwines nature and culture in an indelible bond. As the sun dips below the horizon, it paints the sky with hues of orange and purple. Niube Mountain stands as a silent witness to the passage of time. It is a reminder that nature's narratives are woven into every contour of the earth. The Aletsch Glacier sprawls across the Bernese Alps. It is an ancient river of ice carving its way through the mountain landscape. Spanning over 14 miles, it is the largest glacier in the Alps. It stands as a silent witness to the passage of time and the changing climate. Formed from a confluence of several smaller glaciers, it exists as a vital lifeline. It feeds rivers and nurtures ecosystems below. This frozen expanse breathes history dating back thousands of years. As it slowly advances and retreats, it shapes the land. It creates remarkable valleys and moraines along its journey. In the summer months, the glacier reveals its intricate structure. It showcases not just the stark white ice, but also shades of blue. The light dances upon its surface, reflecting the natural artistry of this glacial wonder. The contrast between the ice and the rugged mountain peaks is striking. It is a visual symphony of nature at its rawest. Surprisingly, Aletsch is not merely an icy body. It carries with it secrets of climate change. The glacier has been shrinking at alarming rates. It serves as a poignant reminder of our planet's fragility. Observers report a reduction of nearly 30% in volume over the past 50 years. This change impacts the landscape and local flora and fauna. It forces a reflection on human influence. It reminds us that even the strongest forces of nature can be altered. These changes can result from subtle shifts in our behavior. The UNESCO World Heritage designation of this site underscores its ecological significance. It safeguards not just the glacier itself, but the rich biodiversity thriving around it. Scientists study Aletsch's movements to understand the broader implications of glacial melting. They point towards an uncertain future. Walking along the trails that hug its edges, one can feel the chill of the ice in the air. It serves as a gentle reminder of the power contained within. With each step, we are connected to the ancient rhythms of the earth. We are part of a great cycle that is both beautiful and deeply humbling. Aletsch Glacier tells a story not just of ice, but of life itself. It urges us to listen closely to the whispers of the past. As we tread into the unknown of the future, we must pay attention. Hoh Xil is a vast, untamed expanse straddling the Tibetan Plateau. This region's rugged wilderness pulses with life against unforgiving terrain. This remote sanctuary is known as the Place of Life. It exists as a refuge for numerous species, including the endangered Tibetan antelope. Here, an ecosystem thrives amidst extremes. Temperatures can plummet to a chilling -40 degrees Fahrenheit in winter. Yet the same land can embrace the delicate blossoms of spring. The harsh environment has preserved this landscape. The remoteness deters human encroachment, allowing nature to flow freely. Unique to Hoh Xil are its salt flats. These are remnants of ancient lakes long vanished. Now they shimmer under the sun like a spilled jar of diamonds. In the summer, the plateau transforms into a grazing ground. Herds of yaks and sheep roam, weaving a serene contrast. This contrast is to the stark, desolate beauty surrounding them. Hoh Xil is also home to the world's last, remaining wild population of Tibetan antelope. Their migration patterns are critical for ecological balance. This bears testament to the area's intricate interdependence. Surprisingly, the region also harbors fossilized remnants of ancient marine life. These fossils reveal a time when this high-altitude sanctuary was submerged beneath a vast ocean. This history forever altered its identity. As the wind whispers across the plains, one realizes that Hoh Xil is more than a landscape. It stands as a profound reminder of nature's resilience in the face of adversity. Here, life flourishes against all odds. A vibrant tapestry of colors unfolds across the Danxia Mountain range in Guangdong. It is a geological wonder etched by the relentless hands of nature itself. Here, layers of red sandstone rise sharply against the horizon. Their smoothly sculpted cliffs offer a testimony to millions of years of erosion and geological transformation. This unique landscape is renowned for its striking rock formations and distinct topography. It serves as a canvas for exploration and discovery. More than just a mountain, it is a theater of vivid hues. The sun dances at dawn and dusk, igniting the rocks in shades of crimson and amber. Few know that Danxia is not merely a place of beauty. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site recognized for its geological significance and stunning vistas. Formed during the Cretaceous period, this area serves as a living archive of the Earth's history. It reveals secrets that once lay buried beneath layers of time. Among its treasures, the remarkable Rainbow Mountain has captivated visitors and geologists alike. It is formed by layers of colored sandstone, showcasing nature's ability to create art. Stories woven through time speak of deities carving paths into the earth. They leave behind a legacy that resonates with both intuition and logic. As you traverse its winding trails, the air thickens with the scent of damp earth and wild herbs. Echoes of laughter and whispered conversations fill the spaces between jagged cliffs. Climbers and wanderers alike seek connection with this ancient land. The myriad shapes of Danxia's formations stir the imagination. They invite you to see more than stone. It's an invitation to explore the narratives that shape our existence. Time here flows differently. Every step reveals a new perspective. Every turn uncovers a hidden alcove. It is as if the mountain itself breathes. It urges you to slow down and absorb its wonders. Danxia is a place where dreams weave into reality. As twilight descends and the horizon blazes with colors, you can't help but wonder. What stories remain untold? Nanji Islands are a unique archipelago scattered across the Yellow Sea. They emerge from the depths of oceanic tides like whispers of a forgotten legend. Formed through volcanic activity and relentless erosion, these islands shape a complex ecosystem. Here, land and sea collide in a rich biodiversity. They serve as a critical habitat for migratory birds. Some species travel thousands of miles to nest amid the brackish waters. Each island offers its own distinct character. Rugged coastlines juxtapose gentle sandy beaches. Dense forest cover conceals hidden caves that echo with the sounds of crashing waves. Along the shores, ageless rocks tell stories of ancient geological processes. These rocks have been shaped for millennia by wind and water. A curious phenomenon occurs here. As the tide recedes, tidal flats reveal a vibrant tapestry of life. From glistening mollusks to delicate seaweeds, Life thrives in the exposed ecosystem. Yet beneath this serene exterior lies a stark truth. The islands are under constant threat from climate change. They face rising sea levels and increasing storms. This situation prompts urgent conservation efforts. Surprisingly, a unique species of blue crab is found only here. This crab has adapted to this fragile environment. It showcases nature's resilience in the face of turmoil. In every ebb and flow of the tide, the Nanji Islands embody a ceaseless dance. This dance is between creation and destruction. It urges us to recognize and preserve the delicate balance of this extraordinary sanctuary. As the sun dips below the horizon, the sky transforms into a canvas of hues. This transformation is an eternal reminder of nature's fleeting beauty. Blue Fire Volcano. Indonesia. There is a volcano in East Java that burns blue. Not the familiar orange and red of conventional fire, not the yellow of burning sulfur in daylight, but a cold, electric, vivid blue that crawls across the crater floor like neon light pools in cracks and crevices, and flows in slow rivers down the inner slopes of the crater wall. It is one of the rarest fire phenomena on Earth, and it is as beautiful as it is dangerous. Kawah Ijen, the white crater, sits at 2,799 meters above sea level in the Ijen volcanic complex of East Java, Indonesia. The mountain is part of an active volcanic chain, and its summit crater contains one of the most acidic lakes in the world, a turquoise-green body of water so chemically aggressive that its pH level approaches 0. The lake is approximately 200 meters wide and over 60 meters deep, and its surface temperature ranges between 85 and 170 degrees Celsius. Into this lake drain the hydrothermal vents that line the inner crater walls, vents that emit a continuous stream of high-temperature volcanic gases, primarily sulfur dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. It is these gases that create the blue fire. As the sulfuric gases emerge from the vents at temperatures exceeding 600 degrees Celsius, they immediately combust on contact with the oxygen in the surrounding air. Normal sulfur burns yellow-orange. But at these extreme temperatures, and at the density at which the gases emerge from Ijen's vents, the combustion produces blue and violet flames that can reach up to 5 meters in height. The effect is most dramatic at night, when the ambient light is low enough for the blue luminosity to dominate, transforming the crater into an otherworldly spectacle of electric blue rivers flowing across a darkened volcanic landscape. Visiting Ijen to witness the blue fire requires a significant commitment. The trek to the crater rim begins at 1 a.m. to ensure arrival before dawn. The blue fire is visible in the darkness, but begins to disappear in the diffuse light of pre-dawn. The path is steep, the air is cold at altitude, and the last section to the rim is on loose volcanic gravel. From the rim, guides lead those who choose to descend into the crater itself, a demanding scramble down steep, unstable slopes into a valley thick with sulfuric gas. Respiratory protection is essential. Even with masks, the concentration of hydrogen sulfide near the vents can be overwhelming. Here, in this toxic, beautiful inferno, work the sulfur miners of Kawah Ijen, men who descend into the crater every night and every morning to harvest yellow sulfur that crystallizes at the vent openings. Breaking it free with iron bars and loading it into rattan baskets that they carry out on their shoulders. Each load weighs between 70 and 100 kilograms. Each man makes this journey 2 to 3 times per day. They earn roughly $1 per kilogram, among the hardest earned wages anywhere on the planet. The blue fire of Kawah Ijen is beautiful. The men who work beside it are extraordinary. Tree climbing goats, Morocco. Something extraordinary is happening in the dry hills of southwestern Morocco, something that will make you stop, stare, and look twice. because those shapes balanced impossibly high in the branches of those thorny trees are not birds, they are goats. In the semi-arid landscape of the Souss-Massa region, where food is scarce and the summer sun bakes the earth to dust, the goats of Morocco have evolved a behavior found nowhere else in the world among their species. They climb trees. Not low bushes, not stumps, they scale the gnarled, thorny branches of the argan tree to heights of 20, sometimes 30 feet above the ground, balancing on branches barely an inch thick, moving with the calm confidence of creatures born to it. The argan tree is uniquely suited to this landscape, deeply drought-resistant, its roots reaching down through rock to find water far below the surface. Its fruit, which ripens in summer, is a small, olive-like orb with an intensely hard outer shell. To almost any other animal, it is inaccessible. But the goats of Morocco have learned that by climbing high into the canopy, they can reach the fruit before it falls, and in a landscape where every calorie counts, that vertical skill is the difference between thriving and starving. The goat's hooves are naturally split and flexible, designed for mountain terrain, and they use this same structural advantage to grip the argan's angled branches with precision. Young kids learn from older animals, scrambling upward in playful, instinct-driven practice that eventually becomes a survival skill of the highest order. A single herd can fill a mature argan tree completely, their bodies distributed across the canopy like some kind of living, bleating fruit. For centuries, local Berber communities have observed this behavior and turned it to remarkable advantage. As the goats eat the argan fruit, they spit out or pass through their digestive system the hard inner nut at the fruit's core. Farmers collect these nuts from beneath the trees and from the ground where goats graze, crack them open, and cold-press the kernels inside to produce argan oil, one of the rarest, most valuable plant oils on Earth. Argan oil is extraordinary. Rich in vitamin E, oleic acid, and antioxidants, it has been used for centuries in Moroccan cuisine and skin care. Today it is exported worldwide, commanding extraordinary prices in beauty markets from Paris to New York. The tree-climbing goats are not simply a curiosity. They are an integral part of a cultural and economic ecosystem that has sustained Berber communities in this region for generations. But beyond the economics, there is something quietly magical about watching a goat balance on a slender branch 20 feet in the air, entirely unbothered, chewing contentedly, silhouetted against a Moroccan sky. It is a reminder that evolution does not always lead where we expect, and that the most extraordinary adaptations sometimes look, at first glance, like something from a dream.